All right, welcome to another episode of Low Carb Cooking with Chef Jeff. I'm Chef Jeff, and today I'm making chicken salad. These are all the things that I'm using for this meal. I'm working from home today, and my wife is going to come home from lunch, and I thought I'd make her a nice lunch. So I'm making some chicken salad, and I have a Honeycrisp apple. I love Honeycrisp apples. Those are my favorite apples. I used to be a Granny Smith guy, and I still like Granny Smiths, but once I ate a Honeycrisp for the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is like a Jolly Rancher. It's like a crispy Jolly Rancher. This is the best apples in the world. We got the old favorite generic Walmart bacon bits. I love that this thing right here is my apple slicer. It's real neat. I'll show you how it works in a second. Got the generic Walmart canned chicken and Duke's real mayonnaise, almost to the bottom of that. A little Smart Balance margarine, and oh, I had it flipped the wrong way. Zero carb wraps, I guess they're called. I don't know what they're called. Instead of bread, this is what we eat. So, anyways, I'm fixing to make it now. I got about a half hour before Lynn gets home. I want to get it done and in the fridge so it's chilling and cool when she gets here. First things first, I need to slice this apple. And this is a two-hand job, so I'm going to just show you what we do. Put this little doodad on top of the apple and press down. It's a two-hand job, so I can't film it. I have a little tripod somewhere around here, but I can't find it. I think it's out in the car, actually, because I use it for work. But anyways, you'll get the idea, and you'll see the end result here in a second. Aha! It's like a bloomin' onion, but an apple. And so I take each of these little slices off, and then I'll cut them up into little pieces. All right, got the apples chopped up. Very heavy on the apple. And I know what you're saying. Hey, Jeff, apples aren't carb-free. Apples have a ton of sugar in them. And my response to that is, you know what? The name of the show is Low Carb, not Carb-free. And if eating apples is wrong, I don't want to be right, because I'm an apple-eating fool, especially Honeycrisps. Next step, the chicken edition. All right, this is that can of chicken I just had. I drained it as much as humanly possible, because there's nothing worse than soggy chicken salad. And I like to do a little cost rundown on this too. The apples are $1.69 a pound, so that one apple was probably $1. The canned chicken breast from Walmart is $9 for 4, so it's about $2.25 a piece. So throwing the bacon bits, the mayonnaise, and all this stuff, I would say this is going to be a lunch for two for way less than $5 a piece. So you can't go out to lunch for that price, and this is way better than you could go out and get somewhere else anyways. So it's time to add the mayonnaise, which is also a two-hand job, but basically I'm going to use my little spatula, which I got when we got where you pick up at Walmart and you drive up and they bring it out to your car. Sometimes they give you little goodie bags. So this was in one of the goodie bags one time. Look, Walmart. And that's a very handy tool right there. All right, that's the end of that jar of mayonnaise. I don't measure anything. I just kind of go like that. But again, stirring is a two-hand job, but I want to get this nice and well mixed up and get the apple and the chicken all mixed together. And of course, you know, a lot of people use grapes, and I love grapes too, but apples are less expensive and more plentiful, and to me, they taste better. We like the crunch. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. That's another two-hand job. All right, got it nice and stirred up, and a little heavy on the apple, but that's the way we like it. Ordinarily, I might put 2 cans, but I don't have 2 cans of chicken right now. But I don't salt my chicken salad. Sometimes if it's just the chicken and nothing else, I'll throw a little salt in there. But for my salt, I have the bacon bits. And believe me, you might think bacon bits, apple, and chicken in your chicken salad, the boy has gone insane. But I'm here to tell you, it makes all the difference in the world. It's so good. So I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. I need 2 hands for that also. All right, got the apple, the chicken, and the bacon bits all stirred up. Looks pretty good to me. Probably should call it apple salad instead of chicken salad because it's probably 75% apple, 20% chicken, 5% bacon bits. And then, of course, mayonnaise is probably 2%. So my math don't add up, but that's why I'm a journalist and not a mathematician. So, like most people, I have 80 million Tupperware dishes and 80 million lids, and none of them match. So I'm going to get a little cellophane and put on top of this thing and stick it in the fridge and get it chilling. Okay, so I did a little prep work before I got back on here because, of course, everything is a two-hand job, and I really need to get my little tripod. But I put a little smear of margarine on one side of these keto low-carb wraps. And, you know, when you're on low carbs, that means no bread, no potatoes, no rice, no noodles, no pasta. But these things are no carbs, and I don't know what they're made out of. Styrofoam, I guess. I don't know what they're made out of. But, you know, you got to have something. If you're going to eat a sandwich, you got to have something. But these things are so dang expensive. That's the bad thing about them. They're like $3.60 for a little bag. But Lynn likes hers browned, and you can see we have one white one. That's the last one of the bag, and then the other ones are tomato, and the tomatoes are mine. So, like I said, we got the low carb wraps here with a smear, and I'm melting some margarine. I guess it is Smart Balance. I don't know if that's healthy or not. I was told it is. I don't really know anything. I just do what I'm told. But so you can see I got one regular white wrap that was left over, and those are Lynn's favorite. And then I got the tomato ones, and Lynn don't really like the tomato ones, but I haven't eaten mine yet, so that's what we've got. So that's what she's getting. But she can have the one white one too. So you stick her in the far. I like to put the lid on and let her rip. And we'll get these brown. She likes hers browned, toasted, I guess. I turned the heat up a little bit. I was cooking a little slow for my taste. So you put a little margarine in the pan, and that one side gets that. And then you butter up the other side. It's cooking kind of slow. Let's see how we're doing over. Not quite there, are we? Okay. All right, now it's getting there. Kind of like a chimichanga, I guess you'd call it. You know, the fried burritos. That's the effect we're going for here. But it's a chimichanga, but it's flat, like a tostada. Because, you know, it gets crispy, so you can't fold it. But, so you eat it kind of like a tostada. So you like to get it nice and brown, especially the white ones. Lynn likes the white ones, and she likes them toasty. A little bit more done than that. We want it just a little bit more done. Make sure that keeping them well oiled. Like I said, I don't know what these things are made of. They're small, like a tiny pancake, and they don't have any carbs, so I don't know what they're made out of. I should read the ingredients, probably, huh? Probably like styrofoam and fiberglass insulation. I don't know what they're made out of. And they don't really have any flavor. But, you know, you got to have something to hold up your meat when you're having a sandwich sometimes. A lot of times we eat our chicken salad just with a spoon in a bowl. But Lynn's got to have her tostadas, so we're getting close here. I just want to finish it and show you what the end product looks like. And I'll go ahead and do the others off camera. Yeah, see, that's about right in it. And it's going to cool off before she gets here, but it's going to be nice and crispy. I like to flip it frequently at the end here because you don't want it to burn. You want it to be brown, but not black. You don't want it to be charred. All right, well, I think we got it. I think that's gonna be good enough. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do these other 3 tomato ones. Lynn will get a tomato one too, and I'll have 2 tomatoes. The heat got up a little high there and I had to turn it down. But this is what the tomato one looks like. Looks kind of good, don't it? Tomato flavored tostada. I'm kind of broken here. I don't have the best flipping apparatus here. I didn't want to dirty multiple dishes, so I'm just using this thing again to flip. The ideal tool would be a regular spatula. There's the ingredient list on these wraps. I can't read that. Can you read that? No, it's whenever you see hydrogenated isolyl phosphate, that's not good. But you know what? See that? Seven total carbs. But they're fibers, so that means 0, net 0. Whatever that means. Here's the empty bag of the white ones. So you get 14 tortillas for about $3.60. All right, there's my last tostada. Let's see how these other side looks. Yeah, it's pretty good. Ow, it's hot. Let's get burned. Okay. So there's the 4 tostadas. And Lynn got home from work, so I'm going to go ahead and fix our plates. I'll take these 2. And these didn't have a lot of time to chill, but the apple was already pretty chilled. So, all right, I need 2 hands to do this, but I'll show you the end result. Oh my, how do you like that? How's that for a lunch? So what we've done here is we've taken a can of generic Walmart chicken breast, 1 Honeycrisp apple, a handful of bacon bits, some mayonnaise, and just a couple of our low carb keto wraps, 1 tomato, 1 plain. And this is a pretty good, darn good lunch here, and it's very carb friendly. The apples have some carbs in them, but the ketos are carb neutral because of the high fiber, and of course the chicken and the bacon are carb free, so, and the mayonnaise. So we're gonna go enjoy our lunch, and we'll see you next time on Low Carb Cooking with Chef Jeff. I don't think that's what it is. Wait a second. Low Carb Cooking with Chef Jeff. Yeah, that's right. This is only my second one, so I haven't got the name memorized yet.